This isn't just another story. This is my story. I've been stuck in this loop since I was 10. Back then, I didn't even know what addiction was. I just knew something had control over me. I'm not here as someone who's perfectly clean, but I do know what it feels like to fight every single day. And if you're struggling too, this might be the video we both needed. Because I've tried everything. Books, routines, motivational videos, nothing really worked. I spent years stuck in loops I couldn't explain. No matter how hard I tried, I kept slipping again and again and again. Then, out of nowhere, it all made sense, and I couldn't shake the feeling like I had to talk about it. Because maybe, just maybe, you've been waiting to hear this too. Imagine this. You wake up, check your phone, scroll for hours. You tell yourself you'll stop after this one, but you don't, because it's never just one. You numb out, again, and again, and again. You know something's wrong, but you don't know why you keep doing it. You don't even know what you're trying to avoid. All you know is you can't stop. And the worst part? No one else sees it. Because on the outside, you look fine. But inside, it's war. And you're tired. When we think of addiction, we picture the junkie on the street, the drunk uncle at the family gathering, the gambler who lost everything. But what if addiction isn't just that? What if it's more common, more invisible? Addiction doesn't always look like a drug. Sometimes it looks like scrolling, like binge watching, like chasing validation from strangers on a screen. You think you're just relaxing, but really, you're escaping. Escaping boredom, escaping pain, escaping yourself. According to Dr. Gabor Mate, addiction isn't about pleasure, it's about pain. It's anything we do, repeatedly, to run from pain. Pain from childhood, from loneliness, from the feeling of not being enough. And sometimes, we don't even remember where that pain began. But it lives in us, quietly, and we feed it with habits we don't even question. It's the thing that soothes us, even if just for a moment. But here's the scary part. Addiction might be the exact thing keeping you stuck. You keep asking, why can't I change? You feel like something's in the way. That thing is the addiction. Because addiction hijacks your brain's reward system. It steals your control. It convinces you that you're the one driving, but you're not. This isn't about morality. Addiction isn't sin. It's unhealed suffering that never got seen. It shaped you, but it doesn't have to define you. I didn't realize it at first, but my brain was wired for rewards. Everything I did was chasing that little rush. Clicks, likes, pleasure. I later found out it was dopamine all along. The molecule of more. And the world I live in, it's built to hijack that. Apps, videos, even food, they're designed to hook me. Every second I give them is money in someone else's pocket. There was a time when sugar was rare, something to be found, earned, maybe even cherished. Now, it's everywhere I turn. Gratification comes instantly. And unless I stop to notice, I become automatic. My brain turns reptilian, chasing what's easy, what's fast, what's cheap, what feels good right now. All it takes is one hit, and suddenly I'm not walking anymore. I'm being pulled. I used to think I was the problem, that I just wasn't strong enough. If only I had more willpower. Maybe then I'd finally break free. But over time, something started to click, and I began to wonder, what if willpower isn't the problem? What if the system itself is rigged? Maybe I was never meant to win. Because the truth is, the algorithms we face, they're not neutral. They study me. They track how long I look at a screen. They know when I pause, when I crave, when I'm tired, when I feel alone. And right at that moment, They show me exactly what will keep me hooked. I thought I was making choices, but my choices were being made for me by a machine that doesn't care if I break, as long as I click. That's why I kept looping. Not because I'm broken, but because I'm outnumbered, outgunned, overwhelmed. And here's the scariest part. Most people don't even realize they're in a war. Your addiction isn't just a mistake. It's a business model, a billion-dollar one. Behind the scenes, there are industries, massive, calculated industries that depend on you staying hooked. Look around. Social media platforms, they use infinite scroll, a design that traps you in endless swiping, feeding you dopamine, drip by drip, so you never know when to stop. Junk food companies, they engineer the perfect bliss point, the exact mix of sugar, salt, and fat to hijack your brain and make you crave more. Gaming companies, they rig the system with variable rewards, the same tricks slot machines use, so you keep playing, chasing the next high. Big Pharma, they've flooded the world with overprescribed opioids, teaching us that even the smallest discomfort needs a pill. And now, millions can't live without them. Streaming services, they built autoplay, so the next episode starts before you can even think. They bypass your conscious choice, because your time and attention, that's their gold mine. Fast fashion brands, they erase the idea of seasons, launching hundreds of micro collections every year, making you feel outdated, even when you just bought something yesterday. And that's just the beginning. If you dig deeper, you'll find hundreds, maybe thousands, of other hidden mechanisms, designed to make you feel addicted, empty, restless, and perfectly obedient. Because the more distracted you are, the less you think. And the less you think, the easier it is for them to sell you a version of happiness you never really chose. You might think the world is stacked against you, that you're too late, too broken, too far gone, but you're wrong. You were born in this era because your soul was built for these storms. You just forgot. But think about it. Haven't strange little miracles already found their way into your life? A second chance? A voice in the dark? A moment of peace when everything should have fallen apart? That's not random. That's you. Deep down, you already have everything it takes to rise. You don't need permission. You just need to remember who you really are. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not better than you. I've been there. Hours lost on my phone, eating stuff I didn't even enjoy, watching things that left me feeling empty, but I couldn't stop. I used to blame myself, thought I was weak, thought I had to fight harder, be tougher. But that voice in your head, the one that says you failed again, it's not helping. It just makes the pain worse. You start fighting yourself and you forget who you really are. But listen, you're not broken. You're not a failure, you're just human. And maybe hurting. Maybe you're just tired. What if this isn't about more control, but more understanding? What are you running from? What pain are you trying to block? Because addiction isn't only the problem. Sometimes it's a message, a sign that something deeper needs healing. And yes, it's hard. You'll fall. You might slip again. But that doesn't mean you're done. It means you still care. You still want to change. So maybe just start small. Not by punishing yourself, but by treating yourself with the kindness you've always needed. Be present, even in the mess. Love yourself, not because everything is fixed, but because you're worth loving, even while healing. You were never the enemy. You've been the one carrying the weight, surviving the ache. And pain, it doesn't need another battle. It needs support. It needs space to breathe. Real healing doesn't come when you fight yourself harder. It begins the moment you stop fighting at all. So take a breath, be gentle with yourself, and keep moving, even if it's slow. Because you're not alone in this. And even if the path feels heavy, together, we rise.